Hey guys, it's Leo, and it's time to talk about episode 6 of MAHOU SHOUJO's site. This episode was probably my favorite so far. It was really intense. We had lots of information concerning the Tempest, concerning the magical girls, concerning the administrators. We could see more administrators. I got really scared, I got happy, I got conflicted, I got angry. It was the best episode for me so far, so let's start. First, we had Nijimin going to Aya's house. Nijimin is conflicted because she wants to kill Aya, and she's a psycho, she's crazy. She completely loses when she gets angry. She completely loses any sight of reason whatsoever. And so she met Aya's brother, she kind of fell in love with him, and she's now interested in him. And at the same time, Nijimin's fan, that big Nijimin's fan, was watching and he saw her. And now he thinks that she's in a relationship with him. And that's interesting because that's a thing for some idol fans, right? Some idol fans, they don't like when their idols are in relationships. Oh my god. They don't like when their idols are in relationships, and that's his case. You know, he doesn't really he seems very conflicted about what happened, and he seems really angry, but I guess that there was nothing much really going on there, although now Nijimin wants to kill Aya, but she's torn because she feels like her brother is going to be sad if she dies, and she's in love with her brother. Well, I hope that Nijimin wakes up and uses her powers against Aya's brother, because I really, really want to see him get wrecked. But I don't think it's going to happen now. I think it's going to happen sooner or later. We need this to happen, but I don't know. I don't think Nijimin is going to be a key thing for that. I just want to see how things are going to connect. I mean, how Nijimin's plot is going to connect with the fact of the magical girls and the Tempest and the Nijimin's fan. How is this going to connect to the rest of the story? Because after that scene is when, for me, this episode got really interesting. We had a new magical girl, and this new magical girl, she has a very strong power, I think, but it's kind of strange the way she has to use it. She has to cut herself, and then the blood that comes out of her can heal other people if that person drinks her blood. Oh my god. First of all, I think that cutting yourself is a very strong image. And she even said that it was something that she was used to do. I mean, cutting herself was something that she was used to. And at the same time, she seems to be a very sad girl with lots of anxiety problems, and she has to take medicine so that she can get calmer and that she can interact with people. I got really sad for her, and well, we could understand that she went through some problematic things, just like the magical girls in MAHOU SHOUJO site in general, and that's for a reason that we're going to talk about later. But she was able to wake Shioi up, and she was also able to heal Aya and Tsuyuno, and I was very thankful for that. But when Tsuyuno woke up and then Aya was already awake, and then they started talking, Aya felt very happy and very glad that they were both safe. And I loved that scene so much, with Aya laughing, and you know, she was just happy. She was simply happy. And it's interesting because I feel like this is a new thing for Aya. I say this a lot, but this is a new thing. I mean, feeling happy for Aya is a new thing. And I feel very happy for her, and I feel very happy together with her. You know, seeing her happy like that, I get fulfillment from that, because I really root for her to be a happy girl, because she deserves it so much. She's so kind. And then they had a talk. The four of them had a talk, and they talked about the website. For the first time, we knew that there are other administrators, and we know the secret behind Tempest now. Tempest is an event that's gonna happen, and only the magical girls that gather the most negative feelings are going to survive. And so those magical girls, they have to gather negative energy from people. And so with this negative energy, they have to give the negative energy to the website. And the ones that gather the most are going to survive the Tempest, and they're not gonna die. But then we have a problem there. Obviously, it's a problem because magical girls in this world, when they use their powers, they waste their own body health so that they can use their sticks And so if they use their sticks to capture dark energy, negative energy, they are going to have a very weak body. And so if they survive Tempest, what is the deal? I mean, they can survive Tempest, but they're going to be very weak and they can die fast because of that. And so why should they survive? And so this, it's interesting because I liked that Aya was the one who actually caught up on this first. I mean, Aya was not the character that I was expecting to be the first one to catch on. You know, she's kind of slow in her mind, but she was, and that represents a little bit of her change and how she's growing and how she's thinking for herself now, and I love that so much. And then she was the one that actually noticed that and said, well, if we're going to, if we have to do it, if we have to gather energy, and that using our sticks to survive, we're not gonna survive. So there's no way for us to survive at all. And so this is a thing about the magical girls in this world. It's a very sad thing because they cannot survive anyway, because they cannot protect themselves from Tempest. At least that's what it seems. They can't really go against Tempest because the world is going to be reborn and destroyed. And it seems to me that they're kind of weak to actually go there and, you know, fight against this kind of thing. But that's what they want to do. And I found that very interesting. I found that really interesting that now they are trying to think about new ways of fighting the Tempest. And now they are actually going to try to kidnap an administrator, and they want to take the information from them. And so I am very curious for that. I'm very, very curious for that because, you know, the administrators, they seem to be really scary. And after this episode, I got even more scared because there are lots of them, lots and lots and lots of them. And they are very cutthroat because the girls are discovering things about Tempest and they're discovering things, they're discovering the secrets, and now they're after killing the girls that are discovering the secrets about the website and about Tempest. And I was so scared when Nana was up there in the building and she just gave the girls, one of the girls, 2 shots and then the girl died. And I was like, what did you just do? I was so scared. And then there's this other new administrator. I don't know if we know her name, but she was able to kill another magical girl as well. The magical girl was swimming and she went on there with her sword. That administrator, she looks kind of scary, but Nana is still the scariest to me just because she's a normal girl with that bizarre looking face. I just can't. And that voice, oh my god, I just can't. And then the girls, the 4 girls, went where the building fell down because they lost their sticks. And I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe it happened. I mean, they're magical girls, and when we watch lots of magical girl shows, if sometimes they lose their weapons and such, they can summon their weapons to their hands and their transformation devices to their hands. I mean, it could have been something like that in this show too. Come on, it could have been something like that in this show too. I mean, they're looking for their sticks, and I'm sure the sticks are with that policeman with the gray hair that appeared last episode. I am pretty sure of that. But in that scene, we had another nice scene between Tsuno and Aya, and I don't get tired of their friendship developing scenes. I mean, it's been happening since episode 2, but when I think about it, all of the dialogues are so well written and so well thought. And, you know, seeing them seeing them getting together and, you know, becoming like such close friends, I get really happy for that. And it's interesting because Tsuno had a will to live, and now it seems that she is changing her ways of thinking, and, you know, she's trying to survive more because of her friendship with Aya and her relationship with her. And that to me is something that is priceless to see for both of them, because they look really happy for that, and they look really fulfilled with their friendship. They have one another, and that's really nice. But in the end, I don't think they were able to find the sticks. And I just took Tsuyuno to her house, and now they're going to be together. Oh my god, that's so cute. And it's kind of like that gave me a relief feeling, because Aya's now even safer from her brother, even if she doesn't have her stick. Tsuyuno, she caught on to who her brother really is, and now with Tsuyuno in the house, he's not gonna be able to do anything as he did before to her. And so, one last thing I want to say, two things I want to say. First one, I really liked that we were able to see more magical girls. We were able to see that girl with a sword. She seems to be very fierce. We were able to see the other girl with bizarre tastes in sex. And we were able to see a girl who is a fan of Nijimin. She was very cute, like taking pictures of herself with so many Nijimin posters in her bedroom. And there was other one as well. Yeah, there was other one. I don't think that we saw much of her. She was just, brushing off her hair like that. And we weren't able to see much of her. But these are the girls that appear in the opening, and I'm very curious to learn more about them and to see them in action. I probably think that those girls are from other websites, and they're probably going to join the cause and help the girls fight. I'm curious, and I'm very curious to see the girls fighting against an administrator, because they seem to be really strong. And those girls don't particularly seem to be that strong to me. And the other last thing I wanted to say is like a theory. It's a theory that I have. Because we saw that after some magical girls died in this episode, it's like their bodies were taken to another place. And I don't know if this place is like spiritual, because their bodies were still there in the human world. But there were lots of bodies, and I think they're all bodies of magical girls that were killed by the administrators because they knew something. And there was another girl there. She was flying, and she had blood all over her. She has very big white or gray hair. And it seems to me that this dark energy, this negative energy they're capturing, is because of her. And I don't know, my theory is that this is a magical girl, or the creator of the magical girl site, I don't know. But my theory is that they're gathering this negative energy to keep this girl alive. Maybe those administrators did something and they ended up almost killing her, and now they need this negative energy to keep her alive, to keep her going, and to make her, to keep her there. And because I don't think that they're doing it only for the evil thing, just for destroying the world and seeing the humans die and seeing the humans in panic. I don't think that's the case. I think that they're doing it because of that girl. They try and keep her alive. Why? I don't know. Who is that girl? I have no idea, but this is my theory. They're doing it all to keep that girl alive. And that's all I wanted to say about episode 6. I said more than I should. I know, I'm sorry. This video is long as hell. But anyways, I want to keep the talk about this episode because this episode was amazing. So leave a comment. Let's keep our talk in the comment box below. And thank you so much for watching. And until next time, bye bye.